Our industry is so like based on vibe, you know, and I think that's why the business side of it's sometimes a tough thing to navigate, because a lot of times we'll go into sessions and the first couple hours is literally just conversation, because it is such a personal experience. We're writing about, if you're coming in as a writer, you want to learn more about the artist, or you know, if you're just creating a song, you just want to know more about the people that you're creating with, because that space matters. But gotta have a business together. You do. And it's such a taboo thing within our industry, even as musicians. And I'm sure that's something that both of y'all can relate to when it comes to working as a musician or a musical director, and people sort of gatekeeping like the standards for how much you guys should be making. And then there's no accountability, and there's no like, there's just no access to that information, because we act like we can't share that, when in other industries there's so much transparency. Like there has to be that kind of transparency. How have you both like navigated that, and how do you see yourself treating the next generation, and how much you decide to share, or even with your peers, you know?
There wasn't a lot of transparency, but luckily I had people in my life who I could go to, and I asked the hard questions of like, what are you getting paid? Like, I asked Rickey Minor, I asked Adam when I started to MD and do gigs, like, you know, what's possible for me to make. Like, I know I'm not you yet, but like give me the real about this. And I've never been scared to ask those questions. I feel like that's why we have these people in our lives, and you know, just trusted their mentorship, and they didn't lead me wrong. They said yes immediately. There was no pushback, and I thought that number may have been too high at one point in my career. And it was like, nah, but that's why we have to have more transparency, because then you're messing it up for the next generation, or even for yourself, that you're going to go and get undercut by people who are willing to take pennies on this stuff.
Yes.
That part.
I agree. My story is similar to you. When I first got into the industry, I asked my brother Spanky, crazy drummer.
Amazing.
And I also
Philly, Camden area legend. Yes.
Yeah, he's like my drum mentor. And then I also asked AP, Adrian Porter.
Yep.
And I wanted to know, because it's like you're doing all these gigs, you're touring, and you can get taken advantage of, as you know. And I was like, hey, bro, I just need to know what I should tell them as far as my rate. I mean, this is my first gig. However, I don't want to be taken advantage of. And one thing he did talk to me about was sometimes you have to set the bar high and let your low will be like, okay, this is the minimum that I'll get. I'm like, I can't go no lower than this. Now, if I go higher, I'm getting more than what I expected. And that's what I just started doing. And after that, I never got taken advantage of. Sometimes, you know, if it's an artist starting out, as you know, they may not have the budget. So it's like, it's certain things that it's all up to you as far as like what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do. But
and that's what having the kind of your intuition of like, I feel that there's something special about this person. I want to build and grow with